Alright folks, here's the latching circuit right here. We're going to build this, and the best way to do it is just kind of focus on one thing at a time. So I'm going to start here on pin 1, but before we even do that, let's set up our breadboard. I'm going to put the 555 timer always in the middle of this bar, so we separate these legs and these legs. Here's the notch there on the left side, so it's pin 1, pin 2, pin 3, pin 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, okay? They even say what they are in this particular software. It says ground and this is power, so positive. Um, and then of course we need the button. The button just goes like here or here, it doesn't matter where. And there's 4 wires on it, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to use like this one and this one. So this row and this row. But you could use this row and this row as well. So you can use this bottom one and this one here. You could also just use this one, and this one. You can use these two. Or you could use these two, because remember, we're only using 2 switches. See the switch? So we're only using 2 wires, this side and this side. So you could use this side and this side, this side and this side, or you can use the diagonals, like from here to here, or from here to here. But do not use this side and this side. These are connected together, okay? This side is connected to that side, so you wouldn't want to do that. They're always connected. The button won't do anything. Same thing with here and here, okay? So let's get started. Pin 1 goes to ground. This is ground right here. So I just take pin 1 right here, and I'm just going to run it to the ground. By the way, here's our ground. For example, here's my power supply. I'm going to be using this 9-volt battery. And I can just use ground here since ground is on this side and positive on this side. But you notice I've already put ground right here, and my ground doesn't go there. My ground's way over on this side. If you're one of those students that like to have positive negative here, but positive negative here wherever you need it, it's actually pretty convenient. And you can do that. You just got to make sure that the negative here spreads out to the negative over here. And the positive here spreads out to the positive over here. So you got to connect those over and share the positive on each side, the negative on each side. Then you have negative and positive wherever you pretty much need it. It's pretty convenient. So I took care of 1 here. Notice 6 and 2 are connected together. There's just a loop. It's just a wire there. So I'm going to take 6 and 2 and connect it together. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And to do that, I'm going to do it nice and neat. I'm going to go here. Then I'm going to go here. So here's pin 6, and I'm just going to bring it to this row here. Then I'm bringing it to this row here. And then I'm going to bring it over finally to pin 2 right here. So now pin 6 and 2 are connected. I could have just connected it over the part, but that's not good practice, especially, when it doesn't cost me that much extra time here on this software, So I took care of this loop, took care of this one. Now let's deal with this this 10K resistor. There's one of them here. There's another one here, but let's deal with this one first. It's tied to ground for sure on one side, and the other side is tied to the switch. I see that right here. Here's the switch. Okay. So I'm going to tie it to the switch. Here's the resistor. The 10Ks are over here. See, it says 10K. And it said ground to the switch. So you know what? I'm going to put ground to the switch. So here's the switch right here. And here's the ground. So I got it connected. We're good to go. The other one, so I did the switch to the ground. The other one is switched to the positive. So let's go ahead and do that one. Here it is. And I need to rotate that. I think I have to rotate. Here we go. I don't want to put it on top of the other one, so I'm going to rotate it. So here it is. It's switch right here. So it's going to the switch just like the other one. But I need to send it to the positive, which I have right here. So what I'll do is just take one from the row. There we go. So this positive right here is going to go to this row, which goes to the resistor. Okay, so I'm just doing it that way. Your resistors are long, so you could probably just reach it, to be honest with you. You wouldn't have to do what I'm doing. You can stretch yours really long and probably reach that. So this one's done, this one's done. Let's finish this last little wire. I see this loop that goes from 6 to 2. I have a wire that leads to the switch. So that wire goes from 6 or 2. So remember this loop I made right here? Wait, how did that get there? I didn't put that there. Oh, my stuff got moved around. Let me move my resistors back. All right. Here's that loop I made from 6 to 2. Well, from right here, where the two resistors meet, right here, there's a wire that goes to 6 or 2. So let's go do that right now. I could do it from here, because this is part of the loop right here, right? This connects to that loop. You could do it directly from pin 6 here. You could do it directly from pin 2 if you want. In fact, I'll do that. It's a straight shot. The only thing I don't like doing this is it covers all these holes. And all these holes, it kind of covers them so you don't see them, but you know. So it's just going from here to pin 2 to here, just like this one is. It's kind of looks like it's kind of going from pin 2 to there, and it is. And this is also connected to here, which it is now. I'm all done. So this is all done. This is done. This is done. Let me put this capacitor in. It goes from ground to the other side of the switch. So remember, this is one side of the switch. This is the other side of the switch. So let me get this capacitor in. And we're going to go from ground to the other side of the switch. And remember, I'm going to use this side here and this side here. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So this is the wrong way, this capacitor, because I think this silver side is the negative side. So let me rotate it around. Oh, that's kind of inconvenient, but there we go. So now this one is in this row like that. In fact, I don't like it there. It's blocking my button on this software. So I'm going to go ahead and just run it there. There we go. So now my capacitor, the positive side is here. Because the other side is negative and it says it goes to ground. So I'm going to put this to ground. See how it says one side goes to ground? So I'm going to put the negative side of the capacitor there. The positive side of the capacitor, I'm just going to run it to the switch. Now, some students will say, no, the capacitor looks like it's touching the 100K resistor. Well, it kind of is, because the 100K resistor is going there too. So it is, but, you know, we'll just stick the 100K capacitor there next. So let's do that. So the 100K capacitor is this one right here. Yep, 100K. And it's also here, okay? But the other side is somewhere else. Let's look where that is. So one side is with the capacitor and the switch. So right here, or here, doesn't matter which. So I can put it here or here. This is a wire that connects the two spots together, so it doesn't matter which. And the other side of this resistor right here, it goes all the way to the pin 3. So we'll have to figure that out right now. Let me click on that and rotate this. Oops, rotated too much. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. So this is connected in here, and this goes to pin 3. Pin 3 is over here. So I'm running out of room here working. I hate doing this, like just running it like that, but I'll do that for now, okay? So I'm just gonna, if I was doing this like a professional, I'd run it to here and then probably this way. I don't know. It's fine. We'll just run it from pin 3 to there. So it's connected. One side's connected to pin 3. I just did that. The other side connects to the switch with the capacitor. See the switch? It's connected to the capacitor and this resistor all right here on this side of the switch. The other side of the switch has that other stuff. I think we're about done. We just need to have, oh nope, pin 4 goes to positive. I see that right here. Don't forget that one. Pin 4 goes to positive. That's this pin right here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So connect this to the positive. There we go. And pin 8 goes to positive. Don't forget that one. Right here, here's pin 8. Goes to positive. There we go. And then pin 3 is the last one. Pin 3 has an LED. So let's get my LED. I had it here somewhere. Now, which side of the LED? The positive or the negative side? The positive is that bent out side. Well, the positive side is going to go here. How do I know that? It doesn't say that. Well, you could read this symbol and figure it out. If you don't know how to read this symbol, you would just go, well, there's no negative or positive here. Is there any this way? Yes, there is. There's a negative here. So we're going to put the negative side this way, which means the positive will go to pin 3. So where is pin 3? Pin 3 is technically here. I could do it from here. This is pin 3 right here. So I could put my LED in there, and you could do that too. I'm just doing it right here because it leads to here. Remember, this is technically pin 3, this whole row. Remember, I had to run this guy to pin 3. The 100K resistor goes from pin 3 to the switch. Well, this is pin 3, so hey, why not just use this spot, right? Um, so I'm done with that. Where's the other side of my LED go? So this side right here, where does it go? It goes to the 1K resistor. So I think I had a 1K resistor here somewhere. This one doesn't matter too much what it is. It's just as long as it protects that LED, it helps out the LED. I'm using what it said to use. Now I got to be careful here. Okay, we're good. I didn't want to lay this here, which I did, and the other side accidentally connect to this, right? Or one of these pins when I don't want to. So I got to be careful. I got a lot of stuff here, so you got to be careful with that too. So it looks like this row is not being used yet. I have no wires in there yet, so we're good. And the other side of it, so I connected these two together. You can see that I connected them together right here, right? They're in the same row. Now the other side of the resistor goes to ground. So right here to ground, and it should totally work. I don't know how let me click start simulation. The light's on. If you click the button one time, it should turn off. If I click it again, wait, okay, there we go. Click it again, it turns positive, or it turns on. And if I click it again, it should turn off. There we go. You just gotta kind of push hard, I guess. There you go. So on, off. So it works exactly like yours will. If yours is working right, that's how it's gonna work, okay? So that's all there is to it, folks. Watch this video over and over again if you need to.